there was this lady, she would always try to say, the boss on that bus is this tight, is that. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. She came to the office like twice. And how much did she pay? I was like, do you want to stress the living day out of me?
Let's see.
And
see, my gender likes it snatched.
So I was this kind of person, and I could not deal with it. And I said, you know what? This is not a challenge I'm willing to take up. I just went to what I felt I knew already, and something that I could relate with. And so since then, it was male fashion all the way. And we thank God, everything has been really, really nice. Although there's been some challenges on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've been able to pull through.
Mm-hmm.
And, those experiences have, helped us to learn and become better gradually. So that's the point where we are right now.
So you left my gender for your gender?
My gender is quite simple.
What do you mean? Welcome to Spice Open Mic Podcast, where creativity meets conversation. I'm Demin, and I'm the host of today. This is the space where we navigate through the stories, journeys, and innovations of some of the most insightful minds out there. From fashion to film, from business to entertainment, we bring to you unfiltered, insightful, and engaging discussions with industry trailblazers. And today we have a special guest in the house, a legend of style and innovation, Mr. Demin Johnson.
Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Get ready for an exciting episode filled with style, innovation, and the future of fashion. Stay tuned because we are loading up the mic. Welcome, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm grateful.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I'm happy to be alive. Positive.
Yeah. Joy is coming.
That's it.
So Demin Johnson. I like the name. It's unique.
Yeah.
Nice name. What's the secret? Well, what's behind the name?
Oh yes. The name is a mixture of my name, Damola, of course.
Oh.
And because I knew I wanted to style, I wanted to go into fashion, I just decided to put the men behind it because I style for men.
Oh.
Right? So Damola, Man Johnson. Yeah, Demin. Demin Johnson.
Nice. Demin Johnson. Nice.
Yeah.
So why fashion? What's the story behind it?
Okay. So when I was a little bit younger, I was in school. I studied in Yaba Tech.
Oh.
And back then I still used to sing, so I was kind of, unquote, a small celebrity when I was in school.
Okay.
So because of that, I just had this flair for dressing really, really nice.
Okay.
And so I was, getting compliments, and people were like, oh, I like your dressing, I like the way you look and everything. And that's where it all started for me.
Oh.
So just dressing good was my day-to-day, activities. That's why I do it all the time. So, people just encouraged me, to why don't you just try the fashion line? And that's how the whole journey started, actually.
I can see the boss like.
You can say that again.
You say you sing.
Yeah,
Really?
I used to when I was in school. Yes, when I was in school.
A talent is a talent. It will still be there. Give us one line. Want to hear? Oh yeah.
Are you? This is live TV.
I'm serious. Want to hear?
All right.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, what were your challenges? When you just started. How long have you started this business?
How long have I been in the business?
Yeah.
All right. So officially, I started off Demin Johnson in 2016.
Wow.
It used to be Demin's Empire.
Okay.
All right. But I moved the business, into Demin Johnson.
Okay.
And for me, it's been since 2016. It's been 8-year journey.
Yeah, 8 years.
So this is the 9th year.
Wow.
And I've been doing the business for 9 years, 8 years running now.
Wow.
9.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I know it has not been easy.
Yeah, the challenges, in the beginning, of course, everything is not always rosy in the beginning. I started off, outsourcing jobs to tailors.
Okay.
I never really knew so much about tailoring. I started outsourcing jobs to tailors in Surulere. I started my career early.
Okay.
What's this place in Surulere? This station, fire station at Surulere. So there's one street by the left there. That's where I started my fashion.
Wow.
So I used to go there, give tailors jobs to do for me, and I go to banks, go around, have customers. So I built up that portfolio like that. So I didn't really know much in the beginning, but I just started off anyways. I was courageous enough to start, right? So I started, and it was not rosy. I can tell you the fact. I was getting ripped off by some of the tailors, because if I collect 5 naira, they told me they want 4 naira.
What? So you had a naira to yourself?
Yeah, yes. But I managed it.
Okay.
And I believed in the process, and I didn't allow that to, discourage me, so to say. So, as the time, the years went by, like 2 years afterwards, after I did doing a lot of outsourcing, and I went on to learn the craft myself. I went to a fashion school, and that was really the turning point for me. It was when, things started becoming a lot better. I started getting, more clients, and there was more confidence in the craft. We were delivering exceptional, jobs and, fashion style. From then on, it was really good. Yeah, it's been good.
It's been good.
Yes.
Thank God for grateful beginnings.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. Yeah. So what were the places or the areas that you've improved since your early days?
Okay, in terms of delivery, we have improved greatly on that. In terms of innovation and turnaround time, and that's still delivery, and quality of product that is being put out there is also something that we will always pay attention at Demin Johnson. So the quality really matters for us, and I think that's what has been better.
Yeah.
It didn't change. It just got better.
Better.
Yes.
Better by the day.
Yes. Exactly.
That's good. So your designs span native wear, urban wear, wedding styling and apparel. So how do you balance these different styles and still maintaining your brand?
All right. Over the years we've evolved. We've tried different things.
Okay.
And right now we're specialized in just key areas.
Okay.
We just don't want to follow the crowd and do what everybody does, right? So we're known for styling weddings, right? We make suits for the grooms and the groomsmen, and we just channeled it down to just native wears, normal kaftans, all right, then just a little bit of street wear. But besides that, that is basically what we do, and because there are other people in the market that basically do urban wears and all that, so we're not into urban as much. So streetwear, natives, and weddings is what we are focused on right now, and what we're doing for the last 4 years.
So what's the creative process like? Is it the same or different for the different stylists?
From the consultation fees, we don't take that from clients. Right. All right, so with us, we allow our clients to have easy access, especially to me, the creative director, because I have one-on-one dealings with them. And even as far as clients abroad, we have one-on-one sessions with them online. We create Zoom sessions or Google meetings to do online measuring, right? Since we don't have the technology yet to take body measurements using IT. So we do it physically with the help of a tape roll, and someone can assist them, and I do a demonstration. But first I usually send them a video on how they need to measure, or they can check it on our website. It's also embedded on our website, how to measure. So when they get to see this, they already understand the process, and I call them either on Google Meeting, Zoom, or a personal WhatsApp call, and the demonstration begins, and we get the measurements, and already we get the things done. So the next thing that happens is illustration of what it is that they want. If it's an original piece that is to be created by us, but sometimes most customers they want something they've seen on the internet. And they just want us to replicate. And so, but what we try to do is we don't do copy and paste. We try as much as possible to put our creativity into it. It's a little bit of touch of gold into it. So that's how we've been working.
That's how you roll.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what's your brand known for? Or what do you want Demin's fashion to be known for in the fashion world?
All right. So our vision and our goal is to really impact on people. In the next few years, I hope, with the help of God, to be able to empower at least 1,000 Africans to learn the craft, fashion, and to really empower them to do something better with their lives. So a lot of people that are doing that already, like the likes of Vodi, and all the other notable designers that are doing great things already. So I'm looking forward to that, where I can be able to impact my community. And we'll start from the community first before we expand. So that's one of the things I want to do, and by God's grace, I believe it's achievable.
Yeah, it's a little way of giving back to society.
Of course, yes.
That's good. So if not fashion, what would you have done?
Oh, if not fashion,
singing.
I would have been singing with this kid.
Really?
I'll be on top of the charts.
And I told you to drop lines now, drop lines.
Don't let us do that on live TV.
So how do you, handle customers' feedback, criticism? Because some customers, they get wild, they get issue.
I can tell. I know.
I can see.
You've
had them.
In a service industry, there's no how you won't face such challenges where customers would come with their rants and complaints. I mean, it's valid. Customers are king. Whatever it is that they have complaints about, is valid, right? And let me tell you a quick story.
Okay.
I started off outsourcing, like I said.
Yeah.
I started off with female wears.
Interesting, really?
Yeah, so this is where the complaints thing came in. I was so into the female wears that I was doing well, and I was getting a lot of money, but the stress was more than the money. And when I started off, after a while, a lot of customers started, it's really a different ball game when you style a woman and when you style a man. It's a different thing. I mean, that's why most female clothes are more expensive. I can tell you, for a hottie couture, is more expensive for females, female dressing, right? And there was this lady, she would always try to say, the bust on that bust is this tight, is that. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. She came to the office like twice, and how much did she pay? I was like, do you want to stress the living day out of me?
No, see,
and
see, my gender likes it snatched.
So I was this kind of person, man. I could not deal with it, and I said, what, this is not a challenge I'm willing to take up. I just went to what I felt I knew already, and something that I could relate with. So since then, it was male fashion all the way, and we thank God, everything has been really nice. Although there's been some challenges on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've been able to pull through. And those experiences have helped us to learn and become better gradually. So that's the point where we are right now.
So you left my gender for your gender?
My gender is quite simple.
What do you mean?
Not simple as such, but you guys are more intricate in terms of details.
What perfecto?
You guys are so intricate, and I say kudos to those that do.
But when we come out, you guys do admire it when it's all snatched.
Of course. It's male designing is not as easy as most people think as well.
Really?
Right, because it all comes from the creativity, and it comes from the detailing, and that's where the work is. The detailing of what we try to put out there. the cleanness, the quality,
Yeah.
the standard we try to put out. When you come out, you look as fresh as ever. You get,
Look
and that's what we're promoting. You get that quality, that standard.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that are meeting up to that standard already. But we at Demin Johnson, we always try as much as possible to always meet up to the task at hand, or what people expect.
I like the confidence, we, Demin Johnson, I like that,
Of course. One needs to know his or her onions, whenever you're doing something, and when you're confident with it, people can sense it from a mile away.
True. I
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Confidence. Have a lady confidence.
That's nice. That's nice.
So has there been a collaboration that helped with your brand's growth? Or any particular clients, a celebrity?
Oh, well, we've tried to try to collaborate with a few,
Okay.
but there was a breakout. I think that was in 2020, and COVID.
Oh,
There was a breakout. I don't want to mention names because
Yeah,
we never
I
really
get
had
it.
anything concrete.
okay.
But there was something that was ongoing with a Nollywood star. But of course, I styled the movie,
Okay.
a Netflix movie.
Really? Title?
Yes. What's the name again? I can't remember. Funny enough, now she just asked me. I've forgotten the name. I'm gonna try to remember.
Okay.
But DME Okola one was the male figure that I styled.
Oh, nice.
The movie. I think what's the name? I'm trying to remember. I would
It's
remember
okay.
in the process of the interview. And so I think that's just the most notable figure that I've been able to style in the
Okay.
movie industry. And a couple of other notable people. I might not really want their name to be disclosed or
Yeah.
anything now, but yeah, we thank God, just a few, and we hope to get the opportunity. We're growing. We're not there yet.
Collaborate more.
All right, we're not there yet, but we're growing, and by God's grace, we believe we will attract more
Yeah.
investors. We plan to have a warehouse, in fact, where we have about 100 machines and all to produce faster,
Yeah.
bigger. So the interview is such that if an investor is probably watching right now,
Yeah,
it's time to come home, invest in a business.
And you get
Fashion
it done.
business is a very lucrative business,
Yeah.
and you could get your funds really, really, quick. If you roll with the right people. So we know what we're doing. We know our onions, and yeah,
And you get to serve it to us.
of course.
So who would you love to style? Who's that person that, I really like to style this person from head to toe?
All right, so there are a few people I really admire in the industry, the fashion industry, and there's someone I really, really love. He's timeless. Let me use that word.
Okay.
I would have really loved to style Richard Profeta.
Wow.
Yes,
Legend.
He's a legend. And see that man, even if he puts on a rag, it's going to fit him really
I'm
nice.
telling you.
Richard Mofedamijo has been an idol for most growing fashion enthusiasts.
Okay.
So I've always admired him, and is someone I hope to one day I'll be able to style him. I mean, if you look at his his style, it's really, really, really timeless. The way he comes out to shows, the way the fashion world is. If you check his page on Instagram, and the way he
Iconic.
goes about his things, he's really, 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 an icon. As a legend. He's a
Yeah.
legend. He's someone that you want to reckon with in the fashion industry.
You'd be
And,
proud to
yeah,
say that.
of course,
Of
of course. I mean, you should have seen his outfit too. I think if I'm not wrong, the AMVC, right?
I think
The
I saw
AMVC
it.
Awards, where I think the person that styled him, the brand that styled him was DJ Ankola.
Oh, okay.
He wore something like his Sultan regalia.
I saw it with his
Yeah.
with his staff, right?
Ashoke, yes, very, very, very timeless piece. I like to call it timeless piece because it's something that was created out of happiness.
Yeah.
And some things like that is what we like to do. And the fashion world is really, really, really diverse. It's really, really wide, and it's you can't really expect anything.
Yeah.
You can't expect anything. Sorry, And what I try to do is I try to dress nice.
Okay.
Every time, like I said in the beginning, if I'm invited to a party, I'm always trying to look top of my game. The last event I went for was an Owambe show off.
Oh, shit.
Yes, and I was not really expecting to, be called up to be one of the best dressed in the whole event, but fortunately for me, right? But I didn't expect it, but I mean, of course.
You were still.
Of course, I was like top 3. And let me use this word in pidgin, they did ojo. I mean, because the crowd was in support of me winning the grand prize.
Okay.
But I mean, the organizers came and said, you know what? I'm wearing a flip flop, but a very nice, palm.
Yeah.
Right, and it was really, really nice that everyone was loving the outfit. They loved the way I look. I was wearing a very nice, net. If it's going to be shown on the video, that picture can be, played and can be viewed. Very, very nice clothing I was wearing, and that's how they robbed me that night. And but events like this brings memories.
Yeah. And finally, what advice do you have for people that wants to come into the fashion world, that wants to be like you, chilling with the big boys?
Well,
what advice?
I would say to the young ones out there that are watching, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
All right, but with commitment, right, you definitely get to the top. But first of all, if you're afraid to start, you never finish.
True.
Right? So you should, start. And I believe, when you're going through it, you're gonna go through some challenges, but never give up. Continue. First of all, I'll tell anyone, do not make my mistake. Don't outsource it. Just learn the craft first.
Sure.
It's very important to know. Have a specialization in whatever it is you're doing. So learning the craft is very, very, very key. If I'm going to advise anyone, first of all, learn the craft, know the business as a whole. Then I believe the sky is good. The sky is going to be the beginning. The sky is going to be the beginning. And for some people, they go through a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Like I never had a mentor who mentored me in the space, in the fashion industry. So I went through all these challenges, and like that question you asked me is very vital. I'm giving that advice for free.
Yeah.
First of all, you need to learn your craft, know your craft, know the business, and continue, be consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, don't jump from one thing to the other. I think that's one thing that has helped me over the years. I've been really consistent in what I was doing. Every time I post, you would always see it has to do with something about fashion. It's always fashion. So people know, even if they call me 2 years or 3 years from now, they know Demin's fashion.
Yeah.
Right. So, but some people, they will sell car today. Tomorrow you see them with paint. So they are selling wholesale products.
Jack of all trades.
They will start selling nice t-shirt and things. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with having multiple businesses. You can have it under one umbrella, but have something that people know you for.
Yeah.
Let it be ringing in their heads. I mean, let it be strong in such a way that they know. And as long as they know that thing, you can now start any other thing you want to do.
True.
But when you're like a baby crawling in the business, you never, if you've not,
you want to fly. You've not even crawled.
You've not crawled. You now want to start opening other business. I mean, a lot of Gen Z, they do this a lot, and that cannot promote or hold a steady business. All right, so moving from one place to the other is something that I would not advise.
Yeah.
No, I know. So that's my advice for anyone who's ready to go into the fashion industry. And if you want to learn fashion, you can come to my website. You can write me a message. We do trainings. We are open. We have a training program currently open for February intakes.
Interesting.
6-month program, and you can be a professional tailor, fashion designer, and you do well from there.
Wow. And that's it for today. Wow, I enjoyed myself.
Did you? I did. I enjoyed myself, and you're a very good host.
Thank you
very much for having me. Spice TV, thank you.
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to be here, and I hope to be here again to talk about more insightful.
Yeah, thank you so much, for sharing your incredible story and journey with us. We are so, happy, and we've learned a lot.
Thank you very much.
I believe my guest you've all learned enough, right? You are inspired. So if you've loved today's episode, continue to follow us. Don't leave us. You cannot just leave us like that. We've got you. We've got your back. We are. Is it yin and yang or what? What do they call that thing? Yin and yang. Chinese character. So guys, follow us on all social media platforms. Spice_open mic podcast. That's it. Like, comment, and share it. We have people that want to go into the fashion world. Share it. Be with us. Stick with us. Keep the mic flowing. And until next time, I remain your host, Demin. Ciao, ciao. Bye.